What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Q&A session here on my YouTube channel. First off, how do you get your question answered by me on one of my Q&A videos or in the vlog? It's simple. Make sure you guys are following me on Instagram at Cody Miller and on Twitter at SwimMiller with 1M. When I ask for questions, shoot them on in there. You can ask me questions anytime, but when I post a picture on Instagram specifically asking for questions, that's your best shot. And yeah, okay, let's get to your questions. CSwim03 asks, have you ever passed out or thrown up during a set? Yes, I have not passed out. I have been very close to blacking out, but I've thrown up. I've thrown up multiple times. I've probably thrown up a total of 4 or 5 different times. Real quick, one time, my sophomore year in college, I was such an idiot. My roommates and I, we ordered pizza for lunch on like a Friday afternoon. This was before this was during the summer, so we didn't have school. We ordered pizza, not really thinking much of it, and I went to weights and I lifted really hard. My strength coach was pushing me super, super hard, and I went to the practice afterwards, I went to the pool afterwards, and I probably swam 100 yards and I straight up vomited, and it was all pizza. And I learned from that point, I was like, okay, I can't eat pizza in the middle of the day. Should have known that, that makes sense. And it was super painful. Thankfully, there's no residual feelings or pain towards that, so I can still eat pizza. You know, not a lot, but like there are certain, you know, like when you throw things up, sometimes you can't eat it anymore. I can still eat pizza, but yeah, I have thrown up during sets. I don't recommend it. Crixus, C-R-I-X-U-S 42, I think that's how you say it, your name. How much money do you spend on swimming equipment? Well, to be honest with you, now that I'm sponsored by Tier, I don't really have to spend money on any of my equipment. Brutal honesty, my suits, my caps, my goggles, I pretty much get whatever I want. Before that, it was a pretty fair amount. You know, luckily here at Indiana, most college teams provide you with everything you need. But I remember in high school, like I spent a lot of money on tech suits. I spent a lot of money on goggles and stuff. You know, it's not cheap. Swimming's not a super cheap sport, but it's also not one of the most expensive sports by any means. Because like outside of purchasing a tech suit, you don't have to buy anything that is really outlandishly expensive. And that's why, and this is a whole nother topic, but that's why I'm kind of against them banning tech suits for 13 and unders. I mean, I see both sides to that story. Like we could have like a good discussion about that, but anyway. Yeah, I feel that pain. I remember getting my allowance and my mom was like, okay, like, you know, if you want this new, at the time it was like an FS2, Speedo FS2 suit. If you want the suit, you have to save your money, because like, she's like, I'm not buying it for you. And I had to save up my own money to buy a tech suit that would then last me an entire, you know, over a year. So I feel that. Emily Steffi asks, what keeps you going in swimming? Easy. I love the swimming lifestyle. I enjoy what I do. I like training. I like waking up in the morning and going to the pool and training. I like working out. I like traveling. I like racing. I like competing. I like being with my teammates. I love being in Indiana and being around, you know, we have such a good culture on the Indiana team right now and such a good group of people that, you know, I want to keep doing it. That's why. It's because I enjoy it. You know, I've achieved the highest, the apex of swimming. I've achieved the Olympic gold medal. I've achieved that dream. But now it's about more than that. Now it's about, you know, continuing a lifestyle that I enjoy for as long as I can, for as long as I'm permitted to. And so that's what keeps me going. I'm not a life expert or really an expert in just about anything, but I believe you need to do things that make you happy, and that's why I'm still swimming. Maxim_Kowalski asks, what are your thoughts on Brandon Burns recently committing to IU? Yeah, so Brandon Burns is one of the top recruits in the country. He might be the #1 recruit in the country right now, quite honestly. But he committed to swim for Indiana. He's gonna be here, not this season, but the next season. But my thoughts on it are, the dude wants to be a champion, right? Like, he wants to be good, so he's coming to a really good program that's on the rise, and I'm super pumped about it. I got to meet the guy, hung out with him for a little bit. We even took a picture together. But he'll probably be training with me a little bit in a little over a year from now. So I'm excited for the guy, you know? Like I just said, we've got such a good team culture and a good group of people that are all on board for the same purpose. A group of people who all want the same thing and are all committed and dedicated to that vision, to winning a national championship and to taking care of themselves outside of the pool and making sure that everyone around them is getting better, right? It's not a selfish way of thinking, you know? Here at IU, it's a very team-oriented way that they kind of run the program. And I'm really happy to be a part of it. And so, you know, he's coming here to train, and I have no doubt he's gonna be, he's already super fast, but he's gonna be a real threat in the future. So, super pumped about it. Lucas_2106 asks, what kind of foam roller do you prefer the most? And how good is the collapsible one you had in your vlog a while ago? Oh yeah, I reviewed a collapsible roller that was sent to me by Morph, I think is the name of the company, a while back. It's a solid roller. That collapsible roller is a good roller. It's not completely spherical, so it's not completely round. You can tell there are little rivets in it when you roll it, but supposedly they have another model that's coming out, or maybe it already even came out, that makes it feel like it's literally a PVC pipe, which is good. My personal favorite roller is the Hyperice Viper, the vibrating roller. That's my favorite roller, but you can never go wrong with a trigger point roller. I love trigger point. I have several trigger point rollers. Love those. But yeah, my favorite roller that I use the most is the Viper. So if they want to sponsor me, let's do it. Dylan Opp asks, when was the best race you've ever raced? Without a question, the best race I've ever had was my 100 breaststroke in the Rio Olympic Games final when I won my bronze medal and set the American record. That was, you know, without a doubt my best race. But here's the crazy thing. It's like, it was by no means a perfect race. I've never had a perfect race, you know. I've rewatched that race of me swimming in the Olympics tons of times, and I can pinpoint points in the race where I made mistakes, points in the race where I could have done things better. Specifically my finish, I choked 2 strokes and jammed the wall really bad. I probably had another 2 or 3 tenths there, which, you know, arguably could have got me closer to Cam, could have got me closer to the silver medal. So yeah, that's probably the best race I've ever had, but it's by no means perfect, and that's a good thing. Hayden the Jacobs asks, is it okay for me to train short course meters in America? Yeah, it is. First of all, I love short course meters. I think, I could be wrong about this, but I think I still hold a couple short course meter American records, I think. But I actually think there's value for Americans who swim short course yards, race short course yards. I think there's value in training short course meters. We've done it here at IU quite a few times. I think it's a good thing. So yes, if you have the option to train short course meters, do it. It's good. It can really only help you, in my opinion. Tanix asks, which is your favorite Harry Potter movie? Tough question. Here's the beautiful thing about the Harry Potter franchise. There's not a bad Harry Potter movie in the Harry Potter series. There isn't a bad movie. And they progress, and they mature as they progress, right? Like the first 2 Harry Potter movies are a little more kid-friendly, you know, as the children are younger. And then you get into the 3rd and 4th movie, and they get progressively darker as the kids grow up, as the stakes get bigger, as Voldemort rises to power. It's really an incredibly well-made series. If I had to pick one to be my favorite movie, it's probably Prisoner of Azkaban. But you know, I won't argue with anyone who says that the Half-Blood Prince or that part 1 or part 2 of the final, you know, the final 2 movies, because those are so well made. They're so almost perfectly executed. You know, granted, obviously books are always better, but those movies are really well executed. Hey, Allie. What? What's your favorite Harry Potter movie?
Probably Order of the Phoenix.
Allie's favorite movie is Order of the Phoenix, so there you go. There's not a bad one. They're just, God, I really need to go to Harry Potter World again. Gregor asks, how do I get Cody Miller hairdo? The Cody Miller hairdo. Just grow it out, man. Just grow it out. That's the only way to do it. Just start, let it grow. I had short hair for a super long time, and then one day in college I was like, I've never grown my hair out before. I think I'm gonna grow out my hair. So just start growing it. Okay, so 2 similar questions here. Pent Pinion asks, who do you get your vlog inspiration from? And then Mark McCrary asks, do you take inspiration from Casey Neistat? Great question. I get that a lot. And yeah, 100%, I watch a handful of vloggers on YouTube. That was one of the things that like propelled me to start my YouTube channel and to make a vlog, to start a vlog, was watching guys like Peter McKinnon, guys like Casey Neistat, you know, guys like Sean Duros' vlogs. You know, they're really good content creators. They're incredible directors. Their shot progression, everything. You know, I love the Casey Neistat style, the guerrilla style of vlogging. A lot of people have said your vlogs remind me of Casey Neistat, and I'm like, yeah, no duh. Like I'm a big fan, obviously. But you know, once again, like I'm a total amateur. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just making stuff up as I go. And so yeah, great directors pull from other directors, you know, different styles and stuff, and you know, who inspires me, and you know, I'm inspired by all kinds of great filmmakers and great vloggers and whatnot. And I'm just trying, like I'm just making stuff up as I go. video, hoping people like it. I do use a lot of the same music as Casey Neistat. I like a lot of that style, kind of style of music I like. But yeah, for me, it's just like, it's like guerrilla style, like just, you know, just trying stuff. All right, and that's gonna be a wrap on today's Q&A video. I hope you got your question answered. If you didn't, keep sending in questions, try different questions. You guys send me hundreds of questions every single week. I try to get to as many as I can. As always, make sure you guys are following me on social media, at SwimMiller on Twitter and at Cody Miller on Instagram. When I post a picture asking for questions, that's your best chance of getting your question answered if you put it in there. But you can ask me anytime. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, share my videos, turn that little notification bell on, punch that thing so that you get notified when my videos go up. And vlogs every Wednesday. Yeah, until the next video, I will see you guys later.